and go, "What's up? This is Danis Kool here."
What's up? It's Poppin Jack.
So on this episode, we're going to be doing Super Round Box 2005.
Yeah,
Who's
one
our?
of Dennis Kool's premier events. He doesn't shut up about it. Super Round Box.
That's it.
Uh,
Typical me.
this is 10th of December 2005. We got a very special guest today to talk about Super Round Box. Who we got, Dennis?
We got Mr. Lamaroc.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for
What's
having
up,
us.
Lama's in the house, everyone.
Yo.
So Lama, do you remember anything about this event?
2005 was a hectic year. Super Round Box, was that the one in Bankstown?
Yes.
PCYC?
Yes.
Yeah. I really don't remember anything I did or who I battled or
Do you remember why you came down? Was it specifically for that, or?
I reckon, well, because like what, 10th of December, that's the end of the year.
You had Dancekool as well. The week
Dancekul
after.
Heroes. Yes, that's probably why I was in town, because we were rehearsing for a theater show with Sakuma for what's the venue by
Was the
the university?
Manning
there?
Bar.
Manning Bar.
So what was that show? The Heroes show.
So I think Tsuyoshi was trying to like celebrate like all of his inspirations at that time and the instructors of various instructors of dance school, and hence why I think in that show you had Nacho, you had Wakana,
Wakana, yep.
yeah,
You
Wakana and her jazz group. Then you had who
Mel.
was famous?
You had Mel.
Yeah, Caramel was in part of that. And who was the
You had Hirotaka, Hiro Pop.
yes, Hero Pop.
Yun as well.
Yun was there.
I think I still got the fly somewhere stashed up.
Man, that'd
I
be some
remember
good-
that flyer.
It was
Yeah,
like
the
it was,
Heroes
it was a
one.
white one, and then everyone's faces too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And it was like a full pamphlet, right? Like, but
I-
Sakuma-san was the special guest, wasn't he? From Spartanic Rockers.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And I still remember it was that piece with Mel and Toyoshi dancing to Casey and JoJo.
Oh, that's right.
It for me that stood out because it was like, whoa, is there something going on between you guys?
Juicy.
So, anyways, like that event, Manning Bar. I can't remember the exact date of it. So it could be the year before or the year after, like rehearsing. But that was so long ago.
Yeah, no, it would have been all at the same time. But at the end of that year, I flew directly to Tokyo, and then I entered Freestyle Session Japan with B-Boy Katsu, and that was the first time I'd seen like, whoa, this is like international Japanese level, like every style under the moon.
How
in
did you
one
guys go
building.
there?
Sorry?
How did you guys go at that event?
Well, bro, without bragging, Katsu led us to a victory.
Oh, nice.
It was like, yeah, it's just like, B-Boy Katsu, thank you. Thank you for including me, some no-name Australian cat, to be part of the whole jam. And we battled, it was technically fireworks, but it was more like the Osaka crews that make up fireworks. I can't remember the name.
Who was judging that?
Shit, being B-Boy was, I can't remember, but I remember locking wise, you had Loose Caboose, you had Tony Gogo and Greg Campbellock Jr., rest in peace. And then that's where I met Skeeter Rabbit as well. Rest in peace, before he passed away. He was just like standing off the side of the stage, and he's just this tall guy, like he's like, yo, dope. He's like, yo, that's dope, man, that's dope, or whatever he said to me. And he had his missus with him, and I was just like, oh, thanks, Gator Rabbit, crazy. Yeah,
That's crazy, bro.
It was it's a sick event, man, sick experience.
Because I remember like when we heard that, like in Sydney, when we heard that you guys won, we were like, yo, yay, as well.
Yeah. you know. And I think for a while, you know, not to throw shade on our own community in Australia, but it wasn't until, you know, guys like yourself, Jack, you know, and your family were going overseas and battling, you know, that I started hearing more of like Australia's input overseas, you know.
Yeah, but I think imagine, bro,
KOD.
if you had like Instagram, like I don't think at that time we had Instagram and all
Yeah,
this sort of
Nah.
stuff.
not
You know,
even mice. We had
back
like
then.
Ringo,
Yeah.
Tickle.
Yo.
So like back then, it would have, you know, like now we could just play. We're here. We're at freestyle session. Da, 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 you know?
Yeah. This is true. This is true.
Before it was all like you just heard it word of
Yeah.
mouth. I guess.
We were like, did you bring back footage? And can we watch?
Yeah,
It's only
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's only
yeah.
like a few DVDs.
Yo, man, that bro. Sorry, you guys are just fucking blowing my mind at the moment. You know, it's just like ways to think and speak that we haven't done in a while, like that. Like, oh man, how was it? Did you bring footage back?
Yeah.
You know, like actually, like, did you bring footage back? And then actually, I'm gonna show it to you guys quickly if I have it here. I don't have it within immediate reach. Oh yes, I do. These little buggers.
Mini DVs, yeah, is it?
Yeah, you know, putting those into the cameras.
I'm gonna start using that again. I got it out.
Yeah, do it, man. I wonder how much these little tape cassettes cost.
I think you
now.
get them on eBay, but I haven't looked how much yet.
Hopefully. Yeah.
What's in those tapes?
Well, one says here Heron gig, which was in Sydney, 21st of December 2006.
Oh, one year after.
Yeah, funnily enough. This was a gig that Rush had hooked up out the front of what's that old building by I'm forgetting my names of the places in the city. You remember that venue that Dancekool used to have events at? George at the end of George Street towards
Metro? No.
No, right-
Jackson's.
Jackson
yeah,
and
right at
George.
the end,
Yeah,
further
Jackson's, yeah.
down. Jackson's. And then so what's that area called? That's not Darling Harbour,
Circular
is it?
Quay.
Circular Quay.
The Rocks Circular Quay area, I think.
So you know the Circular Quay area where there's like this old long building in front of the station
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
with the pillars,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. So we dressed up as skeletons, like skeleton suit, Karate Kid style, like full skeleton, like face covered. It was the middle of Sydney summer, and
Oh
friggin-
dear.
we were you know for Heron, you know the medicine
Yeah.
tablets. Yeah, we had to just break it, you know, and just promote Heron, friggin'.
No one knows who you were. It's fine.
No one
Like-
knew. And we used to just like follow people around and just joke and. Like,
Did they fly you down for that or up for that gig?
possibly, or maybe I was already there and then Rush just
Maybe,
happened to tee it up. I can't remember now. Yeah, but it's nice when they do things like that. Eh? You know, they pay for your flight, and then you can say that you're taking this much time off work and you earn that much during that day that needs to be included in your artist fee, and they pay it.
Very good.
It's very good when it's like that.
So
All right, let's get into SRB. I really want to watch it. I haven't seen it in so freaking
before
long.
we get started, let's give a bit of backstory about Super Round Box. So Super Round Box is a event by, I guess, in conjunction with Hybrid Formz, Bankstown, and Bankstown PCYC. So it was a project organized by Kai. So Kai was, I guess, I would say the leader of Hybrid Formz. And he was the guy that kind of did all the programs with PCYC, and he did like a mentorship leadership program. And I guess, you know, he was the guy that did stuff. And then we were doing like monthly round box for the lols. And then it's like, let's make it a big event. And then that was his project. And at the time, how we got the name was we decided changing our crew name, and then we just one day Peter's house or something, and we picked out Super Round Box. We're like, ha, that's funny, and that's how we got the name. And then he used it, and it was another stuff as well is at the time I think Kai said or asked me and like, do you want to do a popping competition? And I was like, sure, why not? You know, and at the time it's always been like Tsuyoshi judging, and like it was like let's do something different, and it was, and then I got my crewmates to judge. It was like a crew comp.
Who was judging?
It was
I
it,
can't
was- it was
remember.
it was Peter, John, and me. I think it
Oh,
was
okay.
it was I think it was my first judging gig
Yeah, really
Am
kept
I
it in the
co-
family with that one.
for sure. It is. It is because I think at the time as well I wanted like kind of Tsuyoshi to enter. He's always been judging. Just give him.
True.
You know,
Did he enter? I don't think he did, right?
he did enter,
Oh, he did, right?
and
Okay.
I'll explain the story once we get to it. So let's try to play it.
Yo, oh shit, here we go.
Whoops.
Such suspense.
I know, yeah, it's just like, and 5,
And
4, 3, 2.
Do you remember who you entered with? Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we go.
Even the walls look so old school there. That's painted cyan.
It's a different tone.
can you guys hear?
Nope.
Nah. Holy shit, that's Future. Oh, here we go.
Fresh.
I'm tripping.
So Future is from New Zealand, and he played a very significant role for our community in Sydney, Perth as well.
Yeah, Perth. Oh.
Full fresh, man.
Oh, he got funky there. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Keiki and Tsuyoshi.
I remember I had to like drive to pick up Kenki and Tsuyoshi from the station.
True. They had routines and everything. Yo.
Let's go Kenki.
Yo, Keiki.
So Kenki,
Yeah,
by 2005, he's like established himself in the Sydney community.
Yeah. He did
It's pretty cool.
everything, this guy.
it's a cool international battle, like Japan, China versus Australia, New Zealand at that
Yeah.
time, you know?
Yeah. it was
I
totally-
actually didn't know that. Wow, we had an international battle.
Mm. Pretty
That's
funny.
an international battle right there, you're right. Oh,
The jump.
up.
Do you remember judging it, Dennis? Do you remember much like
I only
where's the
only,
animation? What's going on?
only like certain aspects.
Oh shit, here we go.
I remember Lama, you borrowed my hush puppies.
Really on the day.
Yeah, the one he's wearing.
Just sniped him.
Yeah, he's like. Because I knew Future.
Oh,
Whoa, I'm just tripping. I don't remember this, man.
yo. Where's the baggy shorts coming from? Is this just like you were like
Because
"Fuck it,
because
let's
you
do
thought
it."
you were breaking as well that day.
Was I? I probably was
Yeah.
wearing that for my breaking outfit and didn't think about. Dude, the
Short and sweet, but that was super dope.
yo. Wow.
Let's go Tsuyoshi.
What the fuck? Here we go, Tsuyoshi.
So Tsuyoshi was probably teaching a heap of classes. Bit of hip hop, bit of popping, bit of locking.
Was Nate here, Dennis?
No, he didn't. He wasn't there.
Nice.
Oh. Hey.
Is it starting to come back to you, Lama? Or no?
Unfortunately not, man. It's like
It's like a blip.
I don't even remember it. Like I think because so many events were held in that venue.
Yeah.
Like it's all jumbled up in my mind.
Well,
True.
it has been like 15 years.
Yeah, plus it's been 15 years. Fuck! 15.
How old are you here, Lama? No, 5.
15 years ago, I've probably been, what, 2022? I would have just turned 22, man.
Wow,
Damn.
crazy. And is Future like similar age to you?
I think he's a couple of years older than me.
Oh,
I think he would have been in mid-20s. Because I
Right.
think he's in his 40s now.
Oh, so he's
shit.
older. I thought he was like
Yeah.
around our age, a bit younger.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But no, I'm pretty sure he's much old. You know, a couple of years older than us. Yeah, you know, it's almost like back in the day, this was one of the dudes who really like knew little. He knew extra. He had extra information that no one else
Yes.
Mm.
had. You know,
Like direct. He learned from directly from the people.
yeah. He was talking to all sorts of different people, and I also think at this stage he just trained with B-boy Bounce from Boogie Brats,
Oh.
Shadow Rock, in Japan at Mount Fuji. He spent like a couple months there, so he was at the peak of his dancing.
Yeah, because he was doing everything like locking, breaking.
Dennis, what is this? Because there's so many rounds. Is this the
It's
is
prelim.
this the final or something?
Because
This is the
so-
prelim.
So prelim. So we only had 6 teams entered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was. I'll get to that. Once we
6
get to the
teams
semi.
only.
Yeah.
Damn. What's like 12 people?
Yeah.
Couldn't even make a top 16.
Yeah. This is like 2005, man.
And look how many people in the crowd. They're like
Yeah.
really all about it, eh? It's like
Packed, man. Doesn't get like that these days.
it doesn't, huh?
It's sad, bro.
It's a shame.
That's like heaps of randoms as well, like families and just.
Just people off the streets,
Mm.
hey,
In the local area.
local area.
Here we go.
I remember the DJ was DJ Mathematics.
Oh yes, that's a mathematics. Oh man, it's almost like I'm doing the same set all over again.
Nah, that was sick.
I think by this stage, I recall like I kind of started to really understand like kind of a groove that I could click into, and it didn't matter what techniques I was doing,
Yeah.
you
Oi.
know.
Oi.
And I really liked, you know, things like Old Man and that whip around that I just did.
Yeah.
Chest ISOs. But funnily enough, I'm noticing that everyone else is, you know, uses that whip as well. Hey.
The biters.
I wasn't expecting that call.
Some controversy.
Yeah,
But you
call
know
it
what I
how
mean?
see it.
It seems like a part of the style back then.
Yeah.
Everything kind of from shoulder,
Yeah.
chest, you know, head roll whip.
I don't know what power moves we had, if we really had power. Like I feel like you were quite powerful, Lama, with those whip arounds and stuff. And
Right.
I mean,
it's
you
called,
know, back then we didn't pop that hard or anything. You know, it wasn't like we came out there freaking
It's called
popping super hard.
killing the music.
Yeah.
True.
But even now, we try to get that solid base in like our students of like hard pop and whatever. Even like back then, like if you watch Future, it's so funky, but it all works together. Like
Yeah.
he just had the form and technique and whatever at that time,
And-
which showed because
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
it.
yeah. 100%, man. And it kind of just carried through, hey, with
Yeah.
whatever they did.
oh,
Oh,
this
shit.
looks cool. Who's this now?
So this is Ivan.
Ivan.
And Mikey from he's from D2MG from UNSW, pop like an upcoming guy.
Who's? Oh, is this Mikey?
Now this is Ivan.
Ivan.
So he's a house dancer at B-boy as well from Korea.
Yeah. Ivan lived in Melbourne for quite a bit. I'd like to get in contact with this dude again, man. He was a real cool dude.
You reckon he's still here, or he'd be back wherever he's?
He'd be back in Korea now.
Korea.
Hey. He was just like a cool dude that just, you know, he's just one of those dudes. He's just around, you know.
Yeah,
Just wants
yeah.
to dance. And he tried everything. He could lock, he could break.
That's cool.
You got Mr. Hidopop.
What's this track, Dennis?
I have no idea. No, I remember this incident during the breaking. Mathematics was playing electro, and Future stops the comp. He goes, "No electro, please."
You know what's weird though? Now I actually really like hearing electro again.
It's come full circle.
It's come full circle indeed.
I can see someone spinning in the back there, bro.
B-boys.
It's like a B-boy cipher in the back.
They probably like-
B-boy cipher
They're probably like,
going
I'm
down.
sick of the popping. I also get the breaking.
Does this dude have two different colored shoes? What a sick dude.
Yeah, mucking around.
He ain't mucking around.
Like it's got
He
that
bought
the
two pairs
the two face
to mix
going on.
up.
Oh, here we go. Switch up
Here's
the music.
electro.
Whoa!
Whoa.
So at the time, Nike was doing heaps of the DJing for a lot of comps,
That's right.
and I guess Mathematics was another DJ as well.
Yes.
And for the popping, I'm not too sure if he did too many before this comp.
Here we go, Yun.
Got that explosive.
Yeah, like, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, he's just going for it.
Yeah. Peter. In
What?
fact, actually, if it wasn't someone from Japan, then it would have
Oui.
been someone with connections to Taiwan that had an idea about like having a harder pop,
Yeah.
because
that was-
Poppin Sam and Let's Boogie and their teachers were all like really advocating for like those harder pops. You know, particular kind of dime stop techniques and shit. I kind of recall him saying.
How did you do in the breaking this day, Lama? If you
I-
remember.
I
He's
had
like, I
no
don't want to
idea.
brag.
I think
but,
Lama,
you know.
you may have been judging.
Oh, okay.
Was I judging?
I knew
No.
I knew Future was. I'm pretty sure you were as well. Maybe. I have to go through the footage as well.
Wow. All of this needs to be like recompiled and like then commentated on just like this. It's funny, even Ivan just then had kind of like, he kind of had a different style, but it still worked, hey, for popping. And Hero Pop, you know, he evolved like so much in the time that I'd met him.
I think that's
pretty
true.
much
Yeah.
started popping with him too, like back in what, 2003, 2004.
Who's the guy with the Who's this guy? What's
His name
Michael?
is Mike. Yeah,
Is
Mike.
he
Michael.
from Australia?
He's from Australia. He's UNSW student. D2MG.
So even this battle, Dennis, is like Taiwan, Japan versus Korea and Australia. It's so funny, man.
International events already. Hey,
Of the highest
Because I
caliber.
remember Michael was one of those guys that they had like great potential, and then once uni finished, you know, like that's that phase in life. That phase in life that it changes.
yeah. You know what's interesting about this time? Do you guys remember Dancekool?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is when that stuff was just like still on air and bootlegs were coming in DVD form or tape form. No one had uploaded on YouTube yet, and all of that. Who's that guy with the mask similar to the Jabberwockies? Do you remember that guy? He did every style.
I forgot his name, but he did come to Sydney at one time. I remember
Yeah.
one of those bootlegs. I did get off you
Hey, that's right.
when I stayed over at yours in Melbourne.
Yo,
I don't know who these two are.
Who are these two?
I don't know. I think that's Andre and someone.
Keanu?
Yeah, it's Andre and
Oh,
Keanu.
that's Jaya. I think it's Jaya.
Oh god. Let's skip this part, bro. Oh,
Oh!
let's go, Andre.
Well, Andre's wearing his
What phase is this, Dennis? The Mike Watson phase?
I would still hit. He's transitioning. So he's got his tigers that he won at DK.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I think he was already living in Melbourne at this time, and he came I can't remember. I feel like
Yeah, I think so.
So this is his name is Rush as well.
Rush
Liquid-
from Queensland.
Liquid Rush, yeah, yeah,
Oh, with Sharu's crew.
whoa.
yeah. So he originally a liquid dancer.
Right. That's right. He was. Yeah.
So it's a different approach than what we were doing as well.
It's funny spot. They always change the music. It's like go midway through the second person.
It-
The
it-
DJs.
We're like so much, I guess, organized now. But those were the times.
was that a time, Dennis?
No, there was no time.
No
I
time.
don't think there was time. Let's go, Jiggy Jaya.
2005. I don't know if I was.
You,
I don't know how much I was dancing. I
RIP.
remember I went to Andre's house to make these routines.
Yeah. Oh shit! That
This is like next level, bro. This is next level.
Oh, is that the finger?
Just gotta go for it. Just gotta go for it. Like.
I feel the energy still, man. It's so crazy.
You still got that swagger.
Yeah, and even the fits, bro. Like just like full double beige. All right, cool. Relax, bro. Relax. You're fresh. All right. Bang.
I don't know. I must have borrowed that hat off Andre. I don't think I had that. Whoa.
Oh,
I just smoked them, bro. That was hectic.
Whoa. It's crazy how short our runs used to be. Hey.
Yeah.
I'm digging his mullet.
Either they were super short or super long.
Yeah.
I forgot what's his name. This guy, but I think
Where's
Looks
he
like
from?
Wongo, man.
it's,
Whoa.
I think Rush is his mate or something. That
was
he
cool.
He said he's more of like an animator than a
It's
They're like a
sick, man. He's got
boogaloo.
the sick mullet and
Yeah.
everything.
Lama, we always comment on the sweatband usage around these times. You gotta have the sweatband.
Yeah.
You've got it there.
Yes, the sweatband.
It's Sydney.
You weren't
man.
doing it
It's
unless you had the
summer, man.
sweatband.
Summer. It's summer. We
You
need
had to
that
be
like
ready. Wipe it away. Sweatband ready.
If it's not the sweatband, it's the headband. You
Yeah.
get the basketball headband.
I remember I trained with Andre before this battle, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna win." Andre's so freaking good, man. Holy crap.
Yo.
He had like a lot of confidence, you know, when I trained with him. I was like, damn. And I think he had already been in Melbourne a little bit. I can't remember for sure.
Yeah, I think by this stage we'd already formed Nomadic Funk, man. Oh,
Ooh, that was fresh.
what? And yeah, we used to train at Melbourne Music Academy a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You, Lenny, we have a Japanese
nice
guy
program.
named Katsu as well. Fairuz. Oh,
Oh, okay.
damn.
Whoa. I like his shoes. What are they?
Yeah, I can't quite make him out.
They're like silver. Something
Quite
like
shiny.
that. Fuck off, Jack. Sad guy.
Oh, just
What a sad guy.
So you beat that move off him with the next thing.
Oh, sad. I can't even watch it, bro. That guy's too brown to be me, bro. I'm not that brown.
Are you cringing, bro? It's pretty sick, man. I think it's sick.
It's old school battle times, bro. Old school battle times.
This is fully like you got serve style.
2005, man. I would have been in. It's so embarrassing. I would have been like year 11.
Yo, bullshit. That's sick. 'Cause
Oh, do I have
remember-
another set?
Yeah.
Don't play it, Dennis.
Oh, it's kind of strutty there. Hey,
You like that move, Jack?
hey. Actually, I'm seeing the nitro pop vibes.
Yeah.
Oh
coming.
man, I've got all the nacho. I haven't blended my own style yet.
That's crazy.
We should see his older stuff. He's like very nacho.
But even where you're attempting to go like deviate from what because I'm remembering Nacho style, but like all of this stuff like you're already breaking the mold there.
I remember when he gave me this song, I was like, "What the hell is going on here?"
What is this song?
It's a nice electro. Oh, that's a nice
Oh,
backslide.
I know this song. Playing that part of it. Fucked your run, man.
Yeah, bro, he had it out for me.
He had it out for you hard.
So
Must be one of their boys.
Yo. Got paid.
Paid in sweatbands. At the time.
So Rush, if you're watching this, give us the name of your mate.
Yes.
We'll just call him Mighty Mullet Man. Triple M.
Mighty Mullets. I'm really interested to find out like how those guys all learned up north. Like I
that's
know
true.
for
Because-
us at least that have appeared on this video, all sort of roads kind of lead it back up to, you know, these competitions and guys like Tsuyoshi and that. You know.
Like Judge
He's
Showcase.
Judge Showcase
Yeah,
already.
from the worst angle ever.
Oh, I remember, yeah.
Because I know in Brizzy there's an OG guy called Chuck, and he is a
Yes.
really good robot.
Right.
And I guess Sharu learned off him, and and then a whole bunch of people learned off Sharu. And there was like the odd occasional overseas people that jumped on in Brizzy.
Right.
This Pete, he's
Does Pete still dance?
he's not really.
Nah.
He's running his franchisee for Roll. Oh, Lama, you gave him my hush to Peter, so he's Peter's name. Passing around.
You're just passing your hush puppies
Yeah.
around.
I remember end of that I looked at it, I was like, there's so much scuff
Ooh,
marks
nice
on it.
routine, Dennis. Oof.
Let's go, John. The tuck
Go,
master
John.
out of the three of us.
Dennis, you're like, you messed up the routine, bro.
Yeah, man.
I was meant to go last.
So out of like John, for me, out of us three, he's quite underrated. Like I reckon he's probably the most clean out of all of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always remembered how like serious John's face was, even if he was laughing. Oh, here we go, Danis.
Move, Peter. I can't see.
You still have that hat, man?
I do.
That's crazy.
I do. Pete's like, why do you change the music? So my style changed heaps as well.
Go back to this,
Yeah.
bro.
It's so interesting how these were the styles. This was like the main style back in the day, hey. Like kind of all of that open.
Well, in regards to the groups, I would say the EBs had the most influence at the time. So
Yeah,
they got
yeah.
their info out, across the world, and only
Pretty much.
what's it, 10 years ago is 5 years ago is when the other people from the US got to kind of tell their story.
Dennis, I noticed in that video, John was like, can I go again? You were like, no.
I missed that.
I missed
You're
it.
like,
I missed
nah,
it.
no time,
I
no
don't
time.
know.
You don't get to go again.
So this was the judging wise, it was like 6 people, and
Oh, I'm not in it again, am I? Yeah, how did it go? How did it go from
So
top
it was a bit tricky because we had 6 people, and I vaguely remember was like the system that I had was like, oh, this person won this round, this person won this round, this team won more rounds, so we put them through.
Yeah, right.
So did you just kick out 2 teams?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, so went straight to top 4.
Yeah. So the 2 teams that we kicked out, UFC, and now looking back, if I was judging with the current system that I had, I would have replaced one of the teams with a different team. You can kind of guess.
Yeah, okay. All right. I see where you're going with this.
So you're
Wow,
on
I
this.
just-
So this was
Sorry,
before he let off Poppin Sam. So he's
Nice.
still got that explosive style
Yes.
from Lion as
Whoa.
well.
Yes, Lion. Oh shit, rest in peace, Lion. I was gonna say like with Dre style earlier on. I remember he was a massive fan of Jazzy J.
Yeah.
He loved Jazzy J. Just
Lama,
how
when
Jazzy J
when
would
did
break things
Star
down.
Connection come about? What year was that?
I reckon it was around this year, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
because you were already Nomadic Funk, but then you made Star Connection as well.
so it was Future. Future had I think just moved to Perth or was about to move to Perth and then came back to Sydney. Like he's like, I want to make the Star Connect fam with Yun, Nacho, myself, and then
Surprised you
bro,
left me
even
out of that
back
list.
back in this year already, this time, bro, you already had that Wardarna fucking
Flavor.
orangutan arms, man, just like ready to like grab like your enemies and roast them, man. Like,
Oh, RIB. Look at my shirt.
yo,
I just need practice.
yo, but it's all there. It's crazy. You can already see the blueprint you're creating, man. Like,
That's why people out there don't give up. See, I was crap.
yo, we all were a.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're all crap first.
You all start shit.
It's good to see.
See, I'm like a cocky high school kid. What's up, man? What's up? What's up?
Yeah, see, just like in his face, just fixing your clothes. And shit.
You're breathing heavily, Jack. You're like,
No, I ain't. No. I ain't.
Ground moves were still like pretty new as well.
Yeah,
James.
man, for
Hey.
sure.
he's wearing hush puppies as well.
Dennis, where was Albie at this time? He's not there?
I have no idea.
Yeah, where is LB?
Let's go, Dre. Wow, boom.
Yo, I love
Is there
how-
an MC, Dennis?
I think it was Kai.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Lama, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, you just keep an eye on Dre. Just slowly deviate from 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. He just kind of goes in his own beat.
Creating his own rhythms.
Yeah, on his own rhythm, but nah, we'll see.
I think Peter could be filming and he's judging at the same time. I'm not sure. Do you remember this battle, Jack?
I remember every one of my battles.
Okay. I remember like mathematics ran out of music, like running low of
Alright.
music, so he's just like using the same song. I think their team name was Hush Boogies.
Man, where did you guys get your hush puppies from back in those days?
Internet.
Internet, huh? Because I remember getting a pair of mine back in 2004 when I was in LA. And it was the first time I ever felt like I wasn't welcome in the store because of my ethnicity. That was a sick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where did you get them from? Was it a second-hand store?
It was an actual shoe shop. Place was on a street called Chevy Chase Avenue or something. I don't know what
Yeah.
kind of community it was, neighborhood, but as soon as we walked in, I just felt like the customer service was just like they didn't want to deal with us because we were kids,
Yeah, right.
like kids.
How old were you then?
I would have been 21,
Yeah.
you know.
You
it
love
was
the
really
point. You
odd.
love the point of that shirt, Jack.
Shut up, Dennis, man. It was my power move of the day.
Don't worry, you give me back next event.
Is the next event the D2MG one?
No,
Is it? No.
DK, as in
DK.
we're gonna watch DK. You
Oh,
you
right,
See,
okay,
you
okay.
can see a lot of me dancing, so you can.
This is crazy. I like how we're breaking all this stuff down, man. This is sick.
It's like just giving context of what we were doing. Because I remember Lama, you were like, because in the public community, the dance community, we were like, Lama, you can, because you were like the only few that can do everything, like
Hey.
more than many styles, you know. And I remember I was talking to you, and you're like, oh, I'm entering this with Future, and he's the guy I'm looking up to. So it was weird because we were looking up to you, Lama, and then you were saying you're looking up to Future. We're like, oh, you know.
Yo, true. What the hell? That's crazy. Whoa, that's tripping me out, man. I think that's how tight knit everything was because anyone international was just way out of reach.
Yeah.
Unlike it is now. Now you can direct message anyone you want to on the socials. And we all we're all at age to still play the game, so to speak. Like, it was like a tighter circle, so to speak. Like even this beat now. This is. This would have been like the latest track of the time.
Yeah. It's like the G funk feel starting to seep his way in.
And then the G style would have come out shortly after this. It was already coming out. Hey,
I think it was maybe a bit around the time. It was like he's doing his thing. So this was before like the whole popping, like the beats, like popping beats started to come out.
Yeah. Battle beats and all that, right?
Lama, I reckon one time I went to Melbourne and I leveled up heaps because I jammed with you, Faye, Lenny, and Dre. I can't remember which place it was. Maybe it was the Doncaster one.
Oh,
I know we just had a mad session down there. I lost the footage, but we had a sick session down there. You were wearing this like brown leather jacket, something. We were all jamming, then you came late and you just ripped us all. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Let's go, right?
That helped me heaps.
Man, it was the b-boy energy of the time, you know? Just kind of rock up and just bada bing, bada boom. But also back then, man, it was just, you were really slack to just travel from one side of the state to another, you know? Doncaster's like, it was pretty far for us back in the day. But just getting around, man, and then because you were there, would have been like the reason to like go. I would have had to like take my missus at the time on a date, and then just bail on her, and come straight to dance with you guys, only to have to drive back straight away.
So Rush and Mighty Mullet Man made it through to
Mighty
semis.
Mullet Man.
So if I had to rejudge it again, I would have put like Kenki through. Kenki and
Oh, did
Tyoshi.
Kenki and Tyoshi not make it?
No, they didn't make it. They didn't make us past prelims. So I would have kicked your team out, Jack.
Yeah, why you putting me through? I'm shocked, bro. Where's this coming from? Let's go, Booger Llama.
Oh, fuck. I just remember how fucking snaky
See, that pop was strong, bro. Like, he's popping pretty hard there.
trying to, hey.
But it's not constant, like I was saying before. Like, he went bam, and then it was back into more flowy.
You know who was one of my main influences at this time, man?
Whoa.
Bruce from Ikanjiku.
Oh, really?
Because remember that when that old video he did where he does a judge's showcase on a green floor at the gym, and he does these crazy glides.
I vaguely remember this. It was like on Style to Oof, yeah? Or like
On Style to Oof, exactly, yeah, on the Style to Oof website. And I just liked him, and I liked Frank Boogie from Boogie Brats, you know. And then like all our Electric Boogaloo like information, yeah, check that style, sick.
oh, his collar is up as well. That's
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the era. Collars
that,
up,
Yeah, that was the
and
fashion.
sweatbands.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
sweatbands, jeans. Oh, jeans is always in fashion.
But like that kind of jeans, hey.
Where were we watching it all, Lama? Style to Oof or?
I reckon. Style to Oof, I think Style to Oof, Mr. Wiggles, whatever version of his website was called back then. Because it was like MrWiggles.com, then or at
.biz.
then became .biz, then yeah, it changed a few times.
Ooh, that's
Whoa.
sick.
Oh,
Crazy.
what the hell was those positions? Like, that
Oh, what the hell, man?
you can see like his progression as well as a dancer. Like if you watch the year before, he looked the sugar pop influence is, it's
Yeah.
a lot more definitive.
Mm.
In 2005, it's less. He's putting his own flavor in.
Yeah. Really interesting to see the blueprint. Hey,
Hmm.
like,
I wonder how long he was popping for here.
yeah, who knows? Hey.
Ooh.
When I
Damn.
first met him was the beginning of the year before. So I'd only known him for under 2 years by this stage. And he was totally different before this. And I think him moving to Sydney with all those what were those car shows called again?
Auto
Auto
salon.
salon.
So
Auto
yeah.
salons.
So he came to Sydney and smoked everyone.
Yo, that's pretty much the story, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then MySpace was gaining like mad notoriety for like
Yeah.
connecting dancers, and MSN was slowly like phasing out.
Yep. Oh, we drank water.
Oh, he's
Okay, that's pretty sick. I like that.
Yo, I wish he would spit some out at yous after.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
That's all right.
You know
Yeah,
what's-
I like it.
You know what's crazy is that the style deviated away from this for a while and wanted to become kind of more purist in a sense. Purist. And then now, a lot of this kind of movement,
Yeah, it's coming back.
it would be coming back. Would
Yeah, for sure.
People would love it now.
You can see like a bunch of people doing it now, like these awkward positions, but making it flow and using the waves. But back in the day, it was like, I don't know, I assume we didn't really know everything yet, obviously.
No,
It was just like free.
Because
Yeah.
at the time there was a lot of like when the LPC, the liquid dancers, like
Yeah.
in US, those videos were floating around as well. So and the rave scene was in Sydney, well in Australia it was happening, and a lot of people doing liquid.
Yeah. Doing all of that kind of
yeah,
like
and with the
with the techno beat and
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
With the lights
and then
as
all
well.
the digits and the
Yeah.
the finger tuts and that were starting to come up.
because at the
Ooh,
time
fresh.
I knew a few like liquid dancers in Sydney.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Damn.
Was there a big scene of them?
I only knew like 4 or 5 of them, and they always they said they used to go raves and stuff, and just like party out.
Right. Might be worth like,
Oh, again?
know.
2 times.
Oh.
2 times. Oh, and what are they gonna do? Oh, drag it.
times.
Oh, the worm.
Two.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
the
Superman
split
went.
leg worm.
it just got real.
Oh,
I actually don't
fuck.
remember this. That's pretty cool.
Damn. Fuck. Just was not ready for
The
that.
crowd went wild for that one.
It was a long day. Everyone's waiting for the breaking to start probably.
Oh,
Okay.
that's sick. Wow.
Do you remember this battle, Lama? Vaguely.
Nah.
Is this final now?
Finals, yeah.
All right, finals. Here we go.
Oh, this is
Love
my
to get
favorite
off.
song. By the way, guys, I love this.
Let's see if you kill it.
This one, yeah, Oh, what was that style, man? Like friggin', like
You're still going with it.
yeah, like a Cyclops kind of.
Scarecrow.
Yeah, friggin'
So-
T1000.
So where
Yeah,
else have you
T1000,
traveled
T1000.
before this event?
What was that?
So where else have you traveled before this event?
By this stage, I'd only been to Singapore, New Zealand, and the United States.
Only, that's
Only.
nothing, man. What? That's nothing. But so, like, what did you go for in the US?
We went in 2004. We went for freestyle session
Right.
and B-boy summit. Yeah, and then again in 2006 I went again. But yeah, by this stage I hadn't gone to the second time.
So
And I
did you
think-
do you feel like that helped you a lot?
Yeah,
I'm sure it did, but like
yeah.
seeing
Just-
the popping over there.
Just so that you could see, you could put it into context again. Like by this stage, the videos we'd seen were, EB stuff. We've been seeing Salah. Do you guys remember Damon?
Yes.
OG guy from France. We'd seen them. We'd seen Steen on some of
Stiga
Mr.
as
Wiggles
well.
videos. Yeah. And then Chuko and Mr. Animation, you know, from Air Force Crew. And then animated beat mechanics with Pandora, friggin' J-Rock. I think dudes like J Smooth, Popular. All of these extra cats were in there. And then to see them all live, Jack, at Freestyle Session and B-Boy Summit, you're like, oh, fuck.
But what was it like back then? Did you go to like sessions with them, or was it just ciphers on the day, or
Yeah.
were you like, I'm from Australia, blah blah blah, or
Yeah, it was like that. Everyone was there. It was still like that era where it's like, oh, hey, could I get a photograph with you? And
yeah.
Can I get an autograph? Can I get your autograph kind of
Yeah.
vibe? Do you guys remember Lady Séverine from France?
I'm not sure.
No.
She's like a full boogaloo chick on the Just the Boo videos. Got like, she always wears 3/4 shirts. Like, I'm gorgeous Arabic woman, man. Like, wow. Like, I had the biggest crush on her. But,
And what, you met her there?
like, I met, they were just all there in their different groups, man.
Yeah.
I met so many dudes. They just,
Did you enter the popping there, or you just watched?
I just watched. Because
Yeah.
the problem with the events in the States, ooh, that was alright, that thing. The thing with those events at the States were everything happened at the same time.
Yeah,
Breaking
yeah.
was in one area, locking was in another, popping was in another, and all of these sort of different communities just operated at the same event all at the same time. It was the year that it got shut down.
Oh yeah.
Is
The
that the
cops
one?
thought-
Is that the one on the boat?
On the boat, yeah. So we were out the front of the venue for ages, and there was LAPD everywhere
Why did it get shut down?
because they thought it was going to be a riot. You know,
Really?
Black Eyed Peas were on the bill. This was before Fergie. Right? Yeah. Fortunately, that's what it was.
I still remember you said you jammed with Don Campbellock as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just you know, the guys that you, let's say, to put into context for people today, like the guys you look up to, wherever you watch them, like having them in front of you,
Yo.
and them, that was the education in itself. It wasn't like, okay, I know what to do with this person. It's more like, well, what the hell do I do here? Like, I will dance, but that's the first kind of interaction you have with someone like Don Campbell. I was in a cypher watching Storm. What's his name? Sweepy. Flowmaster.
Cool. Routine.
Lollipop. Just everyone, man. That year, everyone was there. Oh, it's a Star Connects routine. This, I don't even remember.
Oi.
Oi.
Boom. Whoa. See, I remember just after this period, I don't know if Poppin Sam, whoa,
Oof, crazy.
like a fucking pace kick out. I don't know if Sugar Pop was already being influenced by Poppin Sam.
No,
by the
it was
States?
no, not yet.
Not yet. This is
yet.
maybe the year after this. Hey.
Because it was when I noticed when around when Poppin Sam came to Sydney, and then I started hearing the term book style,
Yes. That's right.
and then Sugar Pop saying that okay, Taiwan is doing book style.
Yes.
How we defined it.
Right. Because it's, you know, it's almost like whether. Oh. How advanced was he, eh?
Yeah.
It's crazy,
He's like,
bro.
we're watching it like
It's so crazy.
over our head.
Wow, he's still going, man.
He's like, I'm gonna roast these motherfuckers. I'm gonna roast my own crew member.
Future crew member or already crew member.
But I think that's the thing, hey, like one thing that Sugar Pops taught us in a private workshop, like back in maybe 2007, 2008, was just like, you're gonna go in your positions anyway. So when you feel like you're gonna go there, that's where you take the moment on impulse to just go somewhere else and try a different angle. And then do that as well as your drills. I was like, all right. But you can see with Future here already, like he's doing the patterns, and then you wouldn't expect him to then extend out like you would like a strut or like freak the body. What is this guy doing?
Ooh,
Hey.
Oh,
nice.
Oh,
It was like-
that I remember for some reason. Shit. Really, I'm really digging for shit here, hey?
Oof. It's coming out though.
It's getting it. Little sack walk, Bollywood.
Ooh.
I notice I'm pretty like, oh, there we go. I'm pretty like left. Oh, my default
I think that's
position is
it.
always to lean to my left. Who won that, man?
You guys. You guys.
You did.
Yeah.
Bloody fucking bullies. These bloody bullies come and judge the event and then win it as well.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh wow, what a trip down memory lane. I'm exhausted. Fuck.
So how was that, Jack, for you? You were like cringing.
Yeah, I don't think I've really watched that footage since then. So it's only been 15 years. I'm just, look, it is what it is, you know, like that's how I danced back then. I'm pretty sure I was smoking everyone in the cypher, then going there, it's a bit of stage fright, you know, it's nothing. It's nothing. Yeah, it is what it is, you know, it's all a learning experience. It was fun though. It was cool to be in there.
Yo, it was sick to see. Good.
Funny, man. It's so good to watch that footage again, like Llama of you and Future just flowing.
Hey,
That's sick, man.
Because we
it's kind of cringe for me though, actually, to be honest. I was like, wow, just because sometimes memories of events remind me of how I actually was behaving and thinking as a person.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's the time where you are.
The time
Brings
that
that
you,
back,
yeah.
yeah.
And I just kind of felt like, fuck, I must have been the cockiest motherfucker during those times. Like, yeah, I'm doing boogaloo correctly, man. I'm doing boogaloo correctly, man. Like,
It's so funny because you said you were 22, you reckon, there?
I reckon I just turned 22 because my birthday's on the 3rd of December. So if
Oh,
that's
okay.
10th of December 2005, then yeah, I would have just
That's so crazy. Because, I mean, at that time, for me, I would have been 16. Yeah, I think 16. But for me, I was like, you guys were like not OG, but like the older dudes. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, true.
you were the older, better dudes at the time.
Including me, Jack?
No. How old were you, Dennis, at the time? I'm sorry, I'll be real.
Yeah.
You weren't
I
Dennis.
was
I'm not gonna lie.
I was 20. So I was 84. So plus 20, 21. I'll be 21.
Yeah, so we're not much older than each other. Hey, Dennis.
Yeah. I walked into that one, Jack. I knew I knew you were gonna say it.
I don't want to lie to you.
That's fine. That's fine.
'Cause
It's good.
me-
It's good. It's good. It's like
Stale
it's
biscuits were always like, we'll smoke Dennis and all those
Like,
dudes.
are we like how are gonna smoke stale biscuits?
All right, I'm still waiting.
Guys, just
oh, what?
can you guys just stop fighting, please? Relax, all right? Just stop it.
Oh,
Not here, not online, all right? Okay, all right.
Now, Lama, you were like pretty nice and friendly every time we talked to you.
Cheers. Yeah, I guess that's what. Yeah, that's generally how I am. Hey, got time for anybody and everybody, kind of. You know. And I kind of feel like that's what's missing now anyway. Hey, it's just kind of like, it's a bit hard to approach people these days. Kind of. Unless you're somebody, it's almost like no one really wants to know you.
You have to have like 10,000 followers on your Instagram, and then
Yeah.
people's gonna start talking
It
to you.
has to be a 10 with the K next to it. Yeah, yeah,
That's
it's
the
the
cracker.
truth, hey. But somehow we all knew each other back then. And if there was someone new, we'd be like, who's that guy?
Yeah, because
Like,
it was like
Such a small scene.
yeah,
man.
small scene now. It's like nowadays you have people. I used to go, oh, I know everyone in the scene, and then I was like, I keep saying back in the days, because it's so small, it's easy to remember. Now it's like, who's this person? Who's this person? Who's this person? It's hard to kind of keep track.
It is. It is. But did you guys feel, I mean, I don't know, because I moved to Japan in maybe the last time we did this podcast, I was living in Japan already.
Yes, it
Oh,
was. I remember we were I was at Jack's house, and we were like Skype recording it.
Skype, yeah. 2013 or 2014, something like that. But
It's on the page somewhere.
yeah, that's sick. I might want to check that one out again. But, you know, like, I don't know, what was it like for you guys? Like, did it all of a sudden just like, all of a sudden there was just this new batch of people that came out of nowhere that had nothing, that knew nothing about the Sydney scene or Australian scene, but obviously learned from watching online videos, either Facebook or Insta or other websites. And then it was just almost like immediately there was a new group of people, because that's kind of what I felt like when I came back from.
Like that we didn't know? Like they just rocked up to
Yeah.
events?
They just kind of rocked up, and they were already people that could pop somehow, but they were just.
To be
Was that-
honest, not really. I don't think so. If it was more like internationals, like students coming here.
Students, yeah,
But in terms of like Aussies that were just doing their own research,
yeah,
not so many.
You
Not
have
so
you have
many.
you
In
have
terms of Sydney.
Yeah, you have like pockets of people that you only see them at like big events, and you're like, oh, are you still dancing? It's like, yeah, man. And I was like, I always say to them, like to anyone like overseas or something, if you want to come to Australia for an event, just come Destructive Steps. That's like the easiest the most people, so you can like network with everyone, rather than you traveling to every other city.
yeah.
And
No.
and in regards to the people popping up, I must say like these international students, and then like in Sydney, there's like a lot of like international Chinese students here, and they kind of form their own little posse. And like,
Yes, that's what Adelaide was like. Adelaide had this whole like, Chinese posse of like hard, Hosin friggin' poppin' style, their style of popping. And yeah, and when I got back to Melbourne in around first in 2014 and then in 2016, it was kind of like just yeah, like new and everyone was brand new and mainly international. I just realized when you guys said it, it's like, yeah, that I feel like the international scene pretty much ran Melbourne, at least have been running Melbourne for the past 3 years, 4 years almost. Pretty crazy stuff.
because you have like I remember there was like like you got like your generation, like you, Lenny, Andre, Fairuz, and then you got the people coming up like the separate like PJ, Carla, and I was like, do you guys talk to each other? Like, oh, not really. We just meet up at events.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, it's funny you bring that up, dude. I was speaking to my student Lawson in Adelaide, and I was theorizing as to why Sydney is so much more of a tighter knit community, both on a like personal level, but also on like a business slash community slash grassroots community level. Like you guys is the first to actually properly establish uni groups, individual kind of groups, like from studios to an instructor's, sort of little realm with whoever follows him or her. And I think it's because of all the different, like, without mentioning anyone for now, but maybe in the future, you guys, I'd love to hear about it. Like certain issues that had happened between groups and people, and then actually having to sort it out. And not saying I ever had any issues with PJ or Carl. In fact, I'll see them still kind of the same way. Like see them at events, like, oh hey, how are you? How you been? What have you been doing? You know, like. But here in Melbourne, that doesn't really happen. You know, like where people, unless you know you're really close already or you're working on some kind of projects together, then generally everyone's just in their different pockets. You know, even when you go out, you'll notice it in Melbourne. It's kind of like, you know, over there's the cool crew, and then over there's the the musos, and then over here is like the geeks, and then over there's the hipsters.
It sounds like high school.
Yeah, yeah. Melbourne. I don't know if it still is like that because I haven't been out in ages. But last time I went out, it was like, wow, like yeah, Melbourne's very cliquey.
I think in Sydney it's still kind of clicky, but we still interact as well. And I guess a good thing having their own cliques is they develop their own approach, and then you have a different approach rather than just like mixing everything together.
Yeah. And then, but that's what you guys do. You'll still come and meet up and go head to head and play the game for what it is. Like, all right, let's go battle. Let's go and do this thing, or let's go and show everybody our style. Whereas I don't know if that is a mentality here in Melbourne with the battle dances. You know, I mean, like for example, in Melbourne you have the whackers. For a while were running everything, and then it became a Jam on Toast thing with Ollie and Dave and their camp, and which that was more like kind of like a uni group that then became more of like a freestyle community where internationals could come in, and then they would run their events, and that's pretty much it. That's the main scene. The b-boys do their own thing. I don't know about any of the other styles. The crumpers do their own thing, but they're all more involved. I think breaking, kind of popping, they're too small to have their own things going. Everything fits under a all style umbrella now. So
What do you think about that, Lama? That because I know that this is coming up, in lots of different places where it's becoming more just all style. Everything's freestyle.
I'm really not sure how I feel about it, to be honest, because when you see it in all style, you can enter all styles as with a popping style or a breaking style, but when that music is on, let's say like some glitchy, trappy sounding music that you could pop to, you could house to, you could do all sorts of different stuff to. As a b-boy, you wouldn't move this. You wouldn't move like, you wouldn't move like that to it. That it changes the dance. So then, what if you want that OG feel and that vibe, but no one's providing it? I feel like it'll disappear. Or that style will be influenced, good or bad. It'll just be influenced, and I'm not really sure what that would mean for the art form. It's almost like if your favorite old school video game was just to disappear forever.
Yeah.
Like, I want to play Super Mario 1. Just super. Like, yeah, get that first mushroom, you tripper. Yeah,
Okay, let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
For this episode, Super Round Box 2005. Thank you, Lama.
Big thanks, Lama.
Thank you, Danis. Thank you, Poppin Jack.
Yeah.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Maraming salamat. Come on. Terima kasih.
Peace.
Thanks, guys.